The boy and his dog were stranded at sea for 3 days and 3 nights, but when they finally got to an island, but they found nothing but rocks. There's nothing here. Luckily, there were some blind boxes on board. The dog stared at his master, hoping that he could open something tasty, but the first thing that came out was a box of matches. He urged his master to open the next one, but to his further disappointment, it was a box of expired cookies that no dog would eat. I thought I'd be hungry today, but the boy's luck ran out. I caught a fish on the beach with just a piece of fishing line, and the box of matches came in handy. That night, the boy cooked a pot of delicious fish, then they ate their fill, and the next day, the dog was full of energy. He accompanied his master to dig clams on the beach. The problem of survival is solved for now, but it's not a good idea to be stuck here forever. So the boy made a bold decision. He dismantled the only boat he had to get out of here, and put them together to make a woodpile, and set it on fire to attract the attention of the rescuers. It wasn't long before they actually waited for help. The boy rushed to the woodpile, and was about to light the wood, but the first match was blown out by the wind. The boy rushed to light a second match, but just as he was delayed, the airplane flew over the boy's head, but by the time he had lit the wood, the plane was gone, and so he watched his chance to be rescued. The boy sat on the beach, but what made him even more desperate? Since that first day, he hadn't caught a fish since the first day. In order not to starve to death, the boy decided to take his chances in the forest. He might just get out of his predicament. And then, the boy gathered all the useful supplies, and left a marker for help, and took the dog and left the area. But he would never have guessed. Soon after they left, the plane came back low. The boy who was walking in the canyon noticed it too. He shouted to the sky, but to his despair, the huge waves and the roar of the airplanes muffled the boy's voice. But sadly, the father on the plane, anxiously looking for his son, passed over them. The boy was nowhere to be seen as the plane flew away. At this moment, the boy felt an indescribable grievance, but there was nothing he could do. The dog didn't understand what was wrong with his master, but he felt that he should take good care of his little master. Soon it was night. The boy had built a hut in the forest. He was about to rest here for the night. The sky was raining heavily, but just then, the dog suddenly became nervous. He kept barking outside. After a flash of lightning, a wolf appeared outside the shelter. The boy was terrified, but the dog was responsible for taking care of his young master. I thought the wolf would eat the boy, but the wolf turned and ran away. The dog was not willing to let him go, so he chased after him. The boy was worried that the dog would get hurt. He told him to hurry back, but the thunderstorm outside was so strong. The boy's voice was drowned out, but what they didn't expect was, a coyote appeared on the other side of the hut. Boy was so frightened that he called for help from his dog, but the dog was fighting with another wolf. He couldn't get away for a while. There was nothing else to do. The boy could only rely on the shelter. He slowly moved towards the dog, while shouting for help. At the critical moment, the dog heard his master's call for help, immediately ended the fight. He quickly rushed over, and fought with the wolves. The dog drove away all the wolves, although it was a very dangerous experience, but the burden of guarding his little master. The dog did it. The next morning, the